What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cudgle. Today I'm coming at you with kind of a different sort of video. Today's project isn't just a custom amiibo, this is a slightly larger sculpture that has a lot more detail and took a lot more effort to make. Let me go ahead and give you the story of this thing. Back in early summer of last year, I wasn't in the best spot to film, so I took a break from the channel. During that time, I started a project that I knew was out of my comfort zone when it came to my skill level. I didn't just want to make a custom amiibo, I wanted to make a slightly larger but more realistic sculpture. So in my spare time I worked on sculpting a bust of my favorite stand from Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Killer Queen. This has been a little side project of mine for quite some time and I'm happy to say that I'm finally done with it. But sadly, because I started working on it when I couldn't film, I don't have any footage of me actually sculpting it. But hold on, hold on, I have the next best thing. I was able to get some pictures of the process, albeit only a few. Since I'm able to film again, this shouldn't be a problem for any future videos. I was also able to film the process of me painting it, so for the rest of this video I'll show you guys how I did that, which is a lot different than my normal customs. So without any further ado, let's get into painting this Killer Queen sculpture.
Wait, we didn't do a skit before the montage starts like we usually do.
Sometimes I need a break. Before anything, I painted it completely white, so it would be easier to paint any other color. Then I started painting it the main color, which is this purplish kind of thing. I don't know, I'm colorblind. I had my girlfriend help me with the colors. It's gonna take quite a few coats of this to start looking good, as with many of the other colors in this sculpture, so patience is key here. The arm strap thing is gonna be dark purple. It's alright to paint over the studs because I'll be painting over those later anyway. I wasn't really happy with the original color I painted him, so I decided to recoat it with a slightly lighter color. The shading techniques I'll be using later will make the color darker anyway, so it's best to go lighter here. Continuing with the dark purple, the glove also needs to be painted. The cat skull symbol on his shoulders will be painted with a metallic gold color. It'll take several coats, but this kind of paint is really going to be stunning when it's finished. Next is the eyes. I painted them a light red, almost pinkish. I had to be really careful with the pupils since they had to be pretty thin. Even then, afterwards, there was some polishing up that I needed to do. My camera was being stupid and didn't want to focus on what I was working on for this shot, but I tried painting the cat skull symbol on the gold spot on his glove. You'll see a better shot of it later. Each of the studs on his arm strap thingies will be a light gray. Now for the shading. Basically I was just taking the darker purple and thinning it out around where there should be shadows on the figure. This part was probably the longest part and it was pretty tedious, but it'll make the figure look a lot better and more realistic. If you think the abs and maybe even the musculature in general look a little off in this sculpt, you're not alone. I feel the same way. I learned a lot from making this sculpture though, so I think I can do a much better job next time. Another thing I can do better next time is the hand. I think it looks really good and I'm really proud of how I sculpted it, but the thumb is a little too small. Something kind of minor that I think I can improve on for next time. Now we're gonna paint the base. I want the whole thing to be the dark purple we used earlier with the gold cat skull symbol and the words Killer Queen on the front. Here's me painting the gold cat skull symbol. I would have actually sculpted it like I did with the ones on his shoulders instead of just painting it, but I had that idea pretty late in the process, so I wasn't able to easily go back and change it. I wanted the word killer on the left side of the symbol and the word queen on the right. The letters closest to the symbol will look like they're getting overlapped by it. If the letters look a little sloppy right now, don't worry, I'll clean them up later. Here I glued the figure onto the base. I really should have made the base and the figure both a part of the same sculpt, because the whole super glued onto the base process makes it look a little sloppy, but that's something I can change for next time. The last thing we need to do is put a couple coats of glaze over the figure so that the paint will be protected. And that's my Killer Queen bust sculpture. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of it in the comments, what you liked, what you think I could improve on, anything. Make sure to check out my Etsy, where you can order custom amiibos and other things by clicking Request Custom Order. Check out my Twitter for announcements, my Instagram for super secret cool kids only sneak peeks on my customs, and my Facebook as well. Sharing this video would really help me out, and if you like this sort of thing, check out my other videos or even subscribe. Have a beautiful day, you beautiful people. And there we go, guys, that's my Killer Queen bust. Thanks again for watching. I had a blast making this sculpture and I can't wait to do more. If you have any suggestions for any kind of character or something that you'd like me to make into a bigger, more detailed sculpt like this, let me know in the comments. I read every single one and I take note of almost every single suggestion. Like I said, if you want to order a custom amiibo or something like that, head on over to my Etsy. You can request a custom order and we can talk further there. The link's in the description. Check out my other social media in the description, and now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go pluck some big, juicy plums.